Let's talk about the number one most powerful remedy in the world. Out of all the natural remedies that you can take, this one has the most broad spectrum benefits. And I'm not talking about vitamin D. We're talking about a very powerful compound in turmeric called curcumin. There's such a wide range of effects that curcumin can do to your body. In the end of this, I'm going to show you a recipe that is delicious, and you can just add it to your food. It's keto friendly, but super delicious. Everyone in your family will love it. This plant, through evolution, developed all sorts of amazing properties. Let's go through the various things that it can do for you. Number one on the list, probably one of the most potent anti-inflammatories. It inhibits 5 major enzymes involved with inflammation, improving your arthritis, tendinitis, bursitis, anything related to itis, chronic inflammation, whether it's inflammation in your gut. Number 2, it's a very powerful antioxidant. It can increase longevity. I'm not going to get too technical, but I just want to show you this book right here. It's on this drug called Deprenol. Okay, Deprenol, the anti-aging drug. I want to share something with you that's actually very interesting. There's something in our body called MAO-B. This is a compound that eats up certain neurotransmitters in your brain and can put you at risk for Alzheimer's. Deprenol is an inhibitor of MAO-B. What you should know is curcumin is also an inhibitor of that MAO-B. This is why curcumin helps anything related to brain degeneration. I want to just share something with you. They injected these mice 3 times a week at an older age, which would be equivalent to 65 years in humans. And there was a restoration of sex activity in these animals, and it enabled them to live far longer than the control animals. The longest living rat in Dr. Knoll's control group survived for 164 weeks, with the longest living rat in the Deprenol group surviving 226 weeks. That's 56.5 months. If we correlated that over to human years, it's 130 years old. Curcumin can decrease neuroinflammation in your brain. There are many chronic degenerative diseases that relate to degeneration of your brain, which can affect your cognitive function, memory, and mood. Curcumin also increases a compound called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. That is a compound that actually helps increase the growth and survival of neurons, aka brain cells. Lower levels of BDNF were found in people that were depressed and have cognitive decline. There's also some data to show that curcumin can help inhibit beta-amyloid plaquing, which is seen in Alzheimer's. Let's switch to the benefits of the heart. Curcumin directly protects and helps the function of the inside layer of your artery called the endothelial layer. This is where a lot of things happen. The start of clotting, the start of plaquing in the arteries, the start of high blood pressure. Curcumin protects that layer. Being a powerful anti-inflammatory can decrease scar tissue that can grow inside those arteries. Curcumin also helps the LDL, and I'm talking about the small dense particles that can invade the layer of the inside of the artery. Curcumin protects against that. It also protects against something called oxidative LDL, which is another thing that kind of rusts out the inside of your arteries. Curcumin can decrease the risk of getting a fatty liver as well as an inflamed liver. Curcumin also has the ability to help stabilize your blood sugar because it increases the sensitivity to insulin. Curcumin can help speed up wound healing, powerful antimicrobial effects. It can help with our gut, but it doesn't affect the good bacteria, just the bad. Curcumin's also good for the eyes. Why? Because it's a good anti-inflammatory. Curcumin is awesome for any type of inflammation in your gut, bloating, and even for ulcers. Curcumin is also good to help allergies, probably because of its effect on your immune system, especially if you have eczema or psoriasis or even acne. Curcumin also can help bind with heavy metals and then allow the liver to help remove it and get it out of the body. One of the problems that people mention about curcumin is its poor bioavailability. If you take it with black pepper, you're going to get better absorption. But taking major high doses is not probably what you want to do. Think about what this compound really is. It's something that helps the plant survive. It's a powerful thing that wards off insects, bacteria, viruses. You don't necessarily need to take large amounts. In fact, you don't want to do what I did. right? I grew turmeric in several pots, dried it out in a dehydrator, and then I started to chew it, thinking that, wow, I'm just going to take a lot of this. It's probably going to really help me. Big mistake. I got really nauseous after the second day of just chewing on this stuff. Not to mention my tongue and my lips were just stained yellow. This is not about taking large amounts. You just want to take regular amounts of it. And you're only going to absorb a small amount, but that's all you need. Just make sure if you're taking it with a supplement, take it with black pepper because you'll get a little bit better absorption. Curcumin also helps you repair. So all night long, you're repairing your body. When you get into these deep sleep cycles, you're actually cleaning the brain of all this toxicity. Taking a turmeric supplement before bed is fine, but there's other ways to get this curcumin as well. You can take a teaspoon, put it in some boiling water, let it cool off, and make a tea out of it and sip that before you go to bed. There's something from India called golden milk with turmeric. You can put turmeric in a smoothie or put it on your food. Or what I like to do is make a curry out of it, put it on chicken with other spices, and consume that as your last meal of the day. And if you wanted to learn about an amazing recipe that you can make butter chicken without sugar, let me show you this clip right now.
Now, while making your butter chicken, you either got to start with the butter or the chicken, and we're going to start with the chicken. So we're going to be taking boneless leg meat and cutting it up into nice bite-sized pieces. Don't use chicken breast because it will dry out. Buy some leg meat, buy some thigh meat, buy any meat except the breast meat. Anyway, once your chicken has been cut into nice small bite-sized pieces, it's time to marinate it. We're going to marinate the chicken with some salt, some turmeric, some red chili powder, some garam masala powder, some cumin powder, and some dried fenugreek leaves, or as we say in India, kasuri methi. Then you just give this all a good mix and you want to let this marinate for at least 15 minutes. The next thing we're going to do is take some garlic, some ginger, some onions, some tomatoes, and we're going to put it in our blender and make a fresh and delicious puree to use in the butter chicken. Make sure you get that lid on and blitz this till it's a nice fine puree. And that's ready. Keep it aside till we start cooking. Now it's time to make that butter chicken, and I'm going to get my pan on the stove. And of course, I'm going to heat up some olive oil, a good whole tablespoon. And now you want to keep your pan on the highest setting, and it's time to fry the chicken. So get the chicken in the pan and fry that chicken. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just put it down and let it cook and get some color on it. After about 2 minutes of cooking it on the highest heat, you're going to start flipping that chicken over. And oh yeah, look at that beautiful crust on the chicken. You want to get some nice color. You want those spices to get cooked. You want to create the Maillard reaction or the Maillard reaction. Color is everything on the chicken. And then I'm going to generously drop in butter all around the pan in different places. And we're using about 50 grams of butter. That's almost like 4 tablespoons. Well, 3 point something, but you get the idea. 50 grams of delicious salted butter. And just let that butter melt into the chicken. Oh yeah, that's food porn right there. Anyway, give it all a good mix. You'll see the chicken has got a lovely color on it. And then we're going to add in that lovely puree that we made with the onions, ginger, garlic, and tomatoes. And don't forget to rinse out the blender, waste none of it. So take a little water, shake that blender and pour it into the pan and give it all a good mix. Once you've mixed everything together nicely, just cover it and let it cook for a good 10 minutes. You want to cook out the rawness and the tartness of the tomato and the onions and the ginger and the garlic. So after about 5 minutes, take the lid off, give it all a good mix. Taste your sauce for seasoning and let it cook some more. Once it's cooked for a full 10 minutes, open it up, give it all a good mix because that's what we do here on Headbanger's Kitchen. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the stove and we're going to pour in 100 ml of cream. This is just normal heavy whipping cream. And if you live outside India, you don't need to turn the heat off. This cream that I use curdles, so I don't keep the heat on. But anyway, mix that cream in And your butter chicken is almost ready. The only thing left to do is garnish it with some fresh coriander, because coriander is delicious. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. It looks like our butter chicken is ready and it looks absolutely mouth watering. Yum yum.